so we got another F-150 in here. Single cabs are very popular right now, as we've talked about. So this one actually came to us for some cleanup work, some bigger injectors, get it retuned with Lund, trans build, and a few other small things, and we got a lot of cleaning up to do. So this guy bought it. It's got a nice RPG engine in it. It had a built trans went out, and it's got a on-3 twin turbo kit. They switched the twin turbos from on-3 to VS, which it's kind of like the same to me. Anyways, personal opinion. So yeah, it's got a ton of cleanup work to do. They've got power wires down here, literally going straight to the alternator. And everything's, just exposed, and everything's just self-tapped everywhere, and it's a mess. They've got clamps that aren't even clamped, regulator just sitting on top of the intake manifold, tons of exposed wires back there with like some ugly pink crimps that are just, everything's exposed. Nitrous solenoid there, vacuum block there, yeah. They tapped the injector harness right there, just all exposed soldering. I don't think it's gonna focus on it. Yeah, so it's definitely got some cleanup work that needs to be done. There's a nitrous bottle behind the passenger seat. It's just chilling there with no bracket. So, but the car or the truck has good bones. It's got a good motor. It's got a decent turbo kit. It's got a boost leash. I don't know what pumps are in it. I know it's got pretty small injectors for having a built motor, built trans, and some 67mm turbos. So that's one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to rebuild the trans because it's smoked. We're going to do that here in-house. Then we're going to put bigger injectors, clean up the whole engine bay, mount the regulator in the back, and redo some of the fuel lines, and get looks like they're still using the stock fuel line for the DI. So we'll redo that one, get a nice 4T on there, one of their Y blocks, and just clean up like a lot of the vacuum lines and stuff. Like this stuff works technically. None of it doesn't work, but it doesn't work the best. You can hear like a bunch of relays clicking all the time over here. The onboard air kicks on and off all the time. So there's definitely some rewiring that needs to be done, but a lot of it is just cleanup work, just extending some stuff, putting it where it's cleaner, just so it's more aesthetically pleasing. It's a nice truck. So this truck has a ton of potential. Like I said, it's got a nice motor in it. It's got a turbo kit, some upgraded turbos. It's about to have another built trans in it. I don't know who built it before, but so this is another project that we just got in. I just wanted to show you guys that stuff. So really what we're doing is focusing on getting Barry's car and Nick's car ready for a rental this upcoming weekend. So we got the coilovers mounted yesterday. We're working on doing the meth injection because the air-to-air can't keep up with the one-piece front bumper now. And with how much boost we're throwing at it, it's gonna need the meth injection. So, but we got the Menskers on. They're super nice. The only thing we gotta make a new bracket for the shock travel sensor on the other side. So let's get with Joe on that. But we're moving right along. So then Nick is actually taking the Vikings that were on this car, and we're gonna put them on Nick's today. And we got some new upper camber arms for Nick's, and then we're still waiting on Nick's turbo. So hopefully those show up sometime soon. But yeah, we're just moving right along.
Now I'm in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. First it with the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending all the back like here I go again. Outside says the chirp, now the camera phone. Told you I'ma keep the channels on. Why you acting different when the camera's on? Why you acting different like your paper long? 8 day wake up and I thank God. Bad decision got you wishing you could say nah. My city gritty, you could get hit any day now. On my mama, I'ma move my family way out. With some 20s, 50s, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, zillions. I'm talking Amazon money, talking so much money I could mess around and buy Amazon. I been winning, I'm like, why me? I heard these labels wanna buy me. I don't need you, boo, I style me. I roll G's and they grind me. Now I'm on my game, nothing is the same. Who am I to blame? Money made me change. Cardi in my ring when I'm switching lanes. Money in the carrier.
We still in this bitch. All right, guys, so the old Mustang is back together. Not the Fox body. That thing's weight. So Joe completely, redid the rear end, re-supported everything. So got a brand new drive shaft in there. We added the meth injection. We're going to try and cool off the IATs because it's just got an air-to-air. Eventually, this car will go on M1, but we don't got time for that right now, unfortunately. So rear end's fixed. That was the biggest deal. Had to get a new beadlock ring. Had to, get new tires, obviously, after broke the rear end out. Then really the only other change we made was the meth injection. And really just fixing the rear end. We fixed some leaking fittings and leaking gaskets and just a bunch of maintenance on the car. It's got fresh oil, fresh trans fluid. And so we're gonna go test it on Saturday. Pretty much this car, we're just trying to get ready for 2K. We're not gonna go too crazy this Saturday. Since we fixed the suspension and it's got Mensker front coilovers now, so we kind of gotta build our baseline of suspension and get this thing dialed in. So really we're just trying to get it ready for 2K. So I'm assuming we'll probably do this test session and one more with it, and then we'll put it in the trailer and it'll be at 2K. So that's gonna do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully we'll get working on the Fox, but we spent last 2 weeks trying to get this thing dialed in. So I'll see you guys at the test session.